All right, here we have Geronimo Stilton, Cave Mice, The Stone of Fire. Chapter 1 was about his family. Chapter 2 was about his dangers. And now, Chapter 3 was about the spies and Gossip. What was her name? Gossip Sally. So now we have a special delivery. So I think because it says special, this author wants you to kind of think that there's a kind of change in the story mountain. So if you see, the story mountain is now kind of going up, more exciting. Pay up, Geronimo, Hercule urged me. I eyed the T-Rex fangs and quickly turned over my shells. When the traffic officer left, Hercule went back to his Autosaurus. What a lucky coincidence it is to run into you today, he said cheerfully. I've been meaning to ask you something. Lucky? You call that lucky? I interrupted him. I'm a mess! And what a waste of perfectly good cheese! Hercule snorted. Don't be cranky. We have more important things to deal with. I need you to come with me. There's a problem at the old Mouse City Mouseum. Look at the play on words this morning. Just then I heard the whirring of wings above us, and it was followed by a whistle and then a sharp squeal. It was a male dactyl! Everyone ran for cover, but I slipped on some tomato sauce and fell, and the male dactyl squealed. Male! Is it going to hit him? Oh. A big stone tablet that would have knocked out a mammoth fell on my head, and there was a message written on it. A message from Hercule and his assistant. I need you here right away. What's taking so long? Signed, Fern Fossilfer, director of the Old Mouse City Museum. As I read, a bump the size of an extra-large cheese nugget popped up on top of my head. Hurry, let's go, Hercule said, grabbing my paw. We don't want her to send another message. But how will we get there, I asked. The traffic is still backed up. Hercule grinned. The Subwaysaurus, of course. I gulped. I hate riding the Subwaysaurus, but I didn't have a choice. I didn't want to risk getting another bump on my head. So we headed down to the Metro Cave. We paid our admission, a slice of meat, the Tickedosaurus, who led us through the turnstile. Then we waited for the arrival of the enormous worm that would take us to the Mouseum. That's right, a worm. It's so fascinating. You see how they're doing a play on words with the subway and the male dactyl and the Tickedosaurus. There's the big worm. See if I can get that so you can freeze it if you want to read it. I'm having difficulty reading it, so I'm going to have to. An enormous prehistoric worm that moves along an underground riverbed. The inhabitants of an old mouse city use it quickly to get from one part of the city to another. At each station, a conductor stops the Subwaysaurus by putting a banana leaf in front of its eyes, and then he gently tickles the creature, and when it opens its mouth to laugh, the passengers hop inside. At the next station, the same process is repeated and the rodents get off. So they actually go inside his mouth. You see the leaf closes his eyes, and so they actually have to go inside the worm. Well, that is very creative. I don't know if I would enjoy doing that as well. When the Subwaysaurus slid into the station, the conductor stopped it with a huge fan made of banana leaves. He tickled it, and the Subwaysaurus opened his mouth to laugh. Let them off, the conductor shouted as the passengers got out. And then he tickled the Subwaysaurus again. Passengers into the belly. That just sounds gross. You look pretty green. Are you feeling Subwaysaurus sick? As I climbed aboard, I barely got my tail out of the way before the giant worm closed its enormous mouth, and then it started to sway back and forth back and forth, back and forth. And my stomach started to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I felt the Subwaysaurus sick. I felt Subwaysaurus sick. Glorp. How cute. Finally, we arrived at the Mauseum stop. My poor tummy felt like it was filled with curdled cheese. I climbed up the steps and joined Hercule by the Mauseum entrance. Fern Fossilfur, the museum director, was impatiently waiting for us. Fern Fossilfur. Cute. Oh. So that's where the author has left us off because she wants us to be curious of what Fern Fossilfur, and we'll have to do that tomorrow.